Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you at this time, what you need to know for your highest good. Thank you everyone who has shared and is currently still sharing where you're watching me from. Some amazing places all over the world. That's really cool. So thank you for that. All right, let's jump in and see what we got going on. Take what resonates, disregard the rest, don't force anything to fit. Flip the roles if they fit your story better that way. Always just take your own guidance, okay? With how things resonate and if they do. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. They may hold messages for you. And thank you again for liking, for sharing, for your beautiful comments. I don't even know what that is because it's a new deck. And for subscribing. All right, we're just gonna get started. Let me just have some coffee. I wish you could take pictures of your coffee mugs. Look, this is my coffee mug. I may have a cat problem. All right, okay. See what's going on for Pisces. I was just saying I wish you could take pictures of your coffee mugs. I bet you have some funny ones. But I don't know that you could do that on YouTube. I don't know. In the comments, maybe. Pisces. All right, we're ready. Okay. So this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted for us at this time and developments we can expect to see happen. Thank you all for just bearing with me in yesterday's video. Hopefully we don't have that issue again today. It's Mercury retrograde, y'all. I don't even know anymore. I just try to go with it as best as I can, and I really appreciate you being supportive and just kind of going with it. I think the audio, all of it came out, all the messages came out. In the end, it was just kind of out of sync with the video at some point, but hopefully you got everything you needed out of it. All right, Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Walking away from something because it's not been fulfilling in a long time. Walking away from something because it's missing emotional fulfillment. That's just the bottom line. It's missing something, all right? It's lacking something. It's not doing it for you. Could also be relocation for some of you. Current situation, the Lovers. You're making a different choice, Pisces. And the challenge position, the World. For some of you, you're moving closer to a love interest, or you're moving closer to even friends and family where there's a very strong bond. Distance is the challenge at this point with the World card, or you having to wrap up a cycle that involves a lot, right? Like maybe you have to quit your job, sell your house, change schools for the kids. I don't know, but it's a big deal. It's a big change in order to head towards what you truly want, where your heart is, okay? And the foundation, the Sun. Look at all these majors. So you've had clarity about this. I feel like if you've been kind of going back and forth, no more. This is could also be for some of you that you've come out of something. You have completed a cycle, because this also indicates freedom, independence, getting your way, getting what you want. Okay. In the recent past, the Four of Cups, you haven't been happy with this relationship, whatever type of relationship it is, in this dynamic, in this environment, in this place, in this job for quite some time. This can be an on again, off again situation where you keep giving it more time, you keep giving it more chances, and it just never gets better. Okay, that's what you've come out of. On your mind, we have the Chariot, another major. You've made up your mind, Pisces. This is happening one way or another. That's where you're at, okay? And again, travel is significant. So what you want might be at a distance from you currently. Or it's just a case of getting in the car and going. Let's see, what's happening today? Ooh, the Nine of Cups. You found that missing cup. The Two of Wands and the Six of Cups. You're turning your back on the past and you're headed towards your wish fulfillment. It's something new with the Two of Wands. You have the choice between new and old, okay, in the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. And you're going with the new because that's the nature of the Two of Wands, as I read it anyway. And for others of you, this is reunion. For others of you, this is where you get the yes, you get the approval, the tickets are coming through, the keys are coming through, the contract's coming through, whatever it is you've been waiting for to hit that button, to complete that cycle. That's what's coming in today, okay, with the Nine of Cups. And there's reunion if you're headed towards a loved one, whatever type of loved one that they are, or something that's a dream for you, something that you've been hoping for, wishing for, waiting for, okay? There's reunion happening today, okay? So travel is happening, relocation is happening. The date is happening. I don't know what it says, right? You'll have to tell me. So let's get more cards out here for Pisces. If you have been in a period of healing and just focusing on yourself, this is where you take action towards what you really want, because now the cycle is complete and you're feeling ready for something new, okay, with the Chariot on the mind, okay? So take the messages as they kind of resonate with you, because everyone's on slightly different timelines, okay? The Lovers in the current situation, the Five of Wands. Yeah, you have to get yourself out of something to pursue this, or this is something that there's a sense of hurry up and wait with this energy. So you might have gone back and forth as to what you want, and now that you've made up your mind, it's almost like the process has been delayed by you not being sure somehow. And now that you have made up your mind, it's almost like you have to start over and you want to get there faster. Be mindful, Mercury is retrograde till about mid-month. Okay, so you might just want to just take it one step at a time, because I feel like the Five of Wands with the Chariot and the Lovers is like, I know what I want, I know where it is, I know what I want to say, I know what I want to do, I just want to go ahead and get it done. And there might be distance, or there might be delays, or there might be things just moving slower than what you would like, okay? It's their normal speed, but it might be just slower than what you would like. And so you might be tempted to just be like, no, I just want to get there faster, okay? So this is just telling you, take a breath, allow for things to unfold. Things are coming together for you, okay? You don't have to push. The Nine of Swords with the World card. Yeah, you've been in your head about this, stayed up at night, had nightmares about it, wrapping up this big cycle, I mean. There's also a lot of fear and anxiety. Is this going to come through? Am I making the right decision? Because it's a big deal. The Sun and the Foundation, the Ten of Wands. You've definitely come to the conclusion that you have to put down a burden. Whatever it is that you've been in has become a burden and a dead end. And it's just a source of obligation, responsibility, oppression in your life. It doesn't give you any joy, okay? Whatever the situation is. And it's time to put it down, because most of those burdens that you're carrying are not yours to carry. You have clarity of that. For some of you, you've been afraid to walk away from something because someone else was depending on you. And you took some time to reflect, and you realize that, you know what, they shouldn't be depending on you. That's not fair. They should be figuring it out themselves. Or they have been depending on you for forever. They should have figured it out by now, because they've seen you do it, you know. Whatever the conclusion was, it was, you know what, that's not my burden to carry. That's not my responsibility. That's not my problem. And I feel like that's where you made up your mind of, I know what I want for me, so that's what I'm going to do. The Four of Cups in the recent past, the Eight of Swords. You've been stuck, see? But it's your mind, your thoughts, whatever you were telling yourself or what someone else was telling you. You can't do this because of that. You can't do this because of that. You can't do this until that time because that's what the contract says. That's what the terms say. But you know what? There's always a way around. Or you're responsible for me. You have to look after me. You owe me things. And that's not true. And that's the realization you've had. Okay, complete clarity. The Chariot on the mind, the Devil. You want to walk away from something that has been binding, oppressive. The Devil with the Ten of Wands is a very heavy burden to carry, and it's almost like it's you carrying someone else, or someone else's problems, or someone else's issues, someone else's trauma. Because you tried to help, because you tried to save them, because you tried your best to be the person whoever they are in your life wanted you to be, needed you to be. And you know what I'm seeing is, you know where someone's drowning and you go to help them and they just latch onto you so bad that they take you under with them? That's what happened here, okay? You tried to help someone, you tried to offer help, and it could be like to a lesser degree where you offered to cover someone's shift one time and then they just expect you to do it moving forward, because they're giving you some sort of sob story as to why you should. or you kind of delved into someone's world of addiction trying to help them get themselves out and realize they don't want to get themselves out. They just want you to keep saving them. And there's just been a snowball effect of all the issues, all the complications, all the drama, all the trauma that have been weighing you down and keeping you stuck in a place that's not meant for you to be in. That's their lessons, that's not yours. Okay, and I feel like you have some complete clarity when it comes to that. 9 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Absolutely. You're making some big decisions, Pisces. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant one way or another. These could be your energies where you're making unemotional decisions, very much based on fact, truth, what's practical, what's realistic, what's fair. This could be contract coming in. This could be an interview or negotiation with important people, or the confirmation. They're giving you the confirmation that you passed the interview, you got the job, you got the house, you won the bid. Whatever this is, they're giving you praise and recognition. They're giving you the yes answer that you have been hoping for and waiting to hear. These could also be, I'm seeing them as like supportive figures for you. So they could be attorneys working on your behalf, someone in the legal department, someone in HR, someone just working on your behalf somehow to get you out of this and to get you into that. Okay, one of them could have been working with you towards a divorce, for example, or coming out of a contract, and the other could have been working with you in terms of getting paperwork, documentation, visas, whatever it is to get you in your new situation. Okay, one of them could be in an official capacity, one of them could be a friend giving you good advice and egging you on, but supporting you, encouraging you. What else for Pisces? We have the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Definitely putting up very strong boundaries to protect your assets. That could be your money, that could be your heart, that could be your energy, your physical assets. Okay, and the Hermit, keeping them safe, entrusting them to someone else. This could also be putting up security measures, however that makes sense. You change locks, you move in, don't tell them where you're going. You take away their keys, you block people. I don't know what it is, but it's done. You have 3 nines now, no, 4 nines. So whatever this is, it's completed. It is completed, okay? The Knight of Wands with the 8 of Cups can definitely talk about travel, relocation. Towards the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, doesn't have to be. It's just someone or something you're very attracted to, very drawn to. 4 of Swords after a time of waiting or after a time of healing, okay? 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, yeah. You've come out of a contract a while ago. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and you're now headed towards your new beginning. You've come out of a contract, you've released it, you've mourned it. I feel like this is the day you get the final confirmation that this is done, but also that this can begin. You may have gone off on some sort of holiday or someplace sunny or someplace that relaxes you. It doesn't have to be that far from home, but for some of you it would have been like far from home, overseas, far away. To clear your head, to clear your space, to clear your energy. Or while you were away, you had this epiphany, you had this clarity. You might have been traveling with someone and it couldn't be avoided. It was right there in front of your eyes. You had the clarity of how they spoke to you or how they treated you. Okay? And I feel like what you're doing today is there's a meeting. There's either a conversation, a heartfelt conversation, asking someone out, telling someone you're interested, showing love and appreciation for someone, getting what you want in terms of something you've held in your heart for quite some time. Okay, however that makes sense. If it's a person, if it's a job, a place to live, a wish come true type of energy of any kind. Okay, and that's your focus. I feel like everything else that needs to be wrapped up or tied off, loose ends wise, is getting tied off. I feel like you've been working with representatives so that you don't have to keep dipping in and out of this past situation. So you're getting some good news today, Pisces, in terms of something is done. You're free from something. You're free from a contract, a burden, an obligation that wasn't yours to carry in the first place. And at the same time, you're having a conversation that you've been meaning to have, dreaming about, preparing in your mind with someone or something that you truly want, whether you're initiating it or they're contacting you to tell you that you got whatever this is. Job, place, paperwork, approval. Whatever it is, it's mutual interest and it's coming together with something, okay? And it's a new cycle for you. So let's see, Oracle energy and advice for Pisces today. Oracle energy and advice for Pisces today. I always shuffle it this way and they always tell me to shuffle it that way. Okay. Okay, that's why. Bottom of the deck, coming to life. Yes, number 29 adds up to an 11. Master number, new beginning, big transformation, a wish come true. You're coming out of a place of dissatisfaction, feeling numb, 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups, to coming back to life, 9 of Cups, feeling fulfilled, hopeful, 6 of Cups, excited, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands, okay? Let's get this done. Let's get this show on the run. On the road. So we have 6, Mountain, big obstacle you've had to overcome, Pisces. But you see the moonlight or the sunlight, depending. Let's see. It looks more like the moon. So I feel like around this full moon, there's a lot that has been revealed to you and shed some light and shed some clarity over this obstacle that was not yours to carry. That's what I'm getting very strongly, okay? We have making a choice and solitude. And you made the choice, 30 and 13, to walk alone, to step away, to isolate yourself with the Hermit from this burden that was not yours to carry. You made a very solid choice to shift course, to go a different way. You've been walking someone else's path for them, Pisces. However that makes sense in your life. You've taken on someone else's responsibility, someone else's lesson, someone else's karma, someone else's trauma. Because you tried to help and you just got engulfed in it. And it's kept you stuck for quite some time because they truly made you feel, you truly felt responsible for them. You truly felt like it was your job, your responsibility. You identified with their trauma, right? With their burdens. It's like, yeah, I got to take care of it now. Because they kept pushing it on you. You said you'd do it. You can take it back now. And you're like, well, I said I would do it once. And then they turn it around. Like, how can you be so selfish? Can't you see I'm struggling and you can help me and you don't want to? Well, yeah, that's my right. I choose what to do and where to go and how far I want to help you and how far. It doesn't matter whether or not I can. It's my choice whether I want to or not. And that's the difference that you've learned, okay, with the Sun card. You can be empathetic, but you don't have to be suffering instead of them or right there with them. You can be empathetic and wish them well and even pray for them going through what they need to go through, because we all need to go through our own lessons, okay? And that's something that you've learned. There's a difference. You've learned the difference for some of you between helping and enabling. You've learned the difference between having some realistic expectations versus completely unrealistic expectations. You've learned boundaries. You've learned that boundaries are not a selfish thing. Maybe this person was telling you that. Boundaries are a very healthy thing. Okay, you've learned that just because you can doesn't mean you should. Step in and, you know, enable someone because you're trying to help, but it's not really coming out that way because they don't want to be helped. They want to be enabled. They take advantage. You learned how far you choose to go with things. You learned you can say no. There's a lot that you've learned, okay, with the Sun card and the Hermit about your own value, your own power, and you're applying it. And you got yourself out of an obstacle, out of a big, long cycle of just burdens and responsibilities that are not yours to carry, okay? That's the clarity you've had. I can't help you. You have to help yourself. Okay, nothing I can do is going to actually help you. You have to help yourself. Okay, you have to want to be better. You have to want to do better. It's not about me. Someone made it about you when it was all about them. They needed to do what they were telling you you should be doing for them. Does that make sense? Okay, and that's what you're coming out of. You know exactly where you want to go from here, to something that is a wish fulfilled for you, to something that gives to you as you give to it, to something that is balanced, mutual, harmonious. Okay, with the sixes. There's something around 3 o'clock today. I don't know. I heard it, so I'm saying it. I don't know if the news comes in around that time. I don't know if there's a conversation that happens around that time, but let me know, because that's quite specific. But I heard it very clearly, so I'm giving it to you. Take it if it's yours. Let me know. But Pisces, that is what I have. Short and sweet today. Confirmation more than anything else. Keep going. If you're not sure how to handle this, okay, this is your advice. Get some support. Go speak to someone. Speak to lawyers, attorneys, experts in the field, people you trust. Get some representatives. You ask for some people to step in for you if you dealing with this person directly is too much, okay? And just focus on getting yourself out of there. Focus on just applying the wisdom and the clarity that you've gained. I saw the Strength card, which is exactly what I'm saying. To protect yourself, keep yourself and your assets safe as you move forward towards your wish fulfillment. And this person just is going to have to deal with the consequences that they've been avoiding of their own actions, that they've been avoiding for a very long time because they've been putting them all on you. All right? And Pisces, in case you're still wondering, you're not being selfish. Okay? You're not being selfish by allowing someone to go through what they need to go through to learn their lessons. It's their consequences to their actions or inaction. And we all have to pay the piper. Okay? That's just how it works. That's just karma. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do for someone is to let them hit rock bottom. I didn't understand that phrase when I first heard it. I thought that was a bit harsh. But in hindsight, after going through this kind of situation, I fully understood it. And it's true. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do to someone is to let them hit rock bottom. Because it's when you hit rock bottom that you have no other choice but to face yourself, but to look at everything you've been avoiding. There's no one else to blame. There's nowhere else to go. You have to sit with yourself and open your eyes. And that's where people learn the lessons. And that's truly how you can help them, because that's what's truly going to help them versus enabling them, right? You think you're helping or protecting them from pain or whatever, but unfortunately, as humans, we learn through the pain. It's necessary, and it's not being selfish, and it's not being mean or evil, or I don't know what else this person's telling you. You're actually caring for them. You're actually loving them and respecting them by allowing them to go through the lessons they need to go through for their soul and their path. Okay? So I really, for those of you who needed to hear that, I hope that helps. All right, moving on to the yes or no section here. So Pisces, think of a question, phrase it in a way where you need a yes or no answer. I will be pulling 3 cards. You choose 1, 2, or 3. Since we're being so specific, I recommend only choosing one number, but you follow your own guidance. You might get confirmation if you choose more, or you might confuse yourself, so just be careful, okay? Let's see what's going on. Is it a yes or a no for Pisces for their highest good? Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? If I see the moon again, I swear. Okay. If you chose number 1, Knight of Pentacles, I get a yes with this. Nice and easy. Take your time. You're on the right path. This is your confirmation. Just keep going. Stick to the plan. Don't change anything. Don't rush anything. You don't have to force anything. It's already yours. You just need to make your way to it in a natural way. Okay? I don't know what that means, but hopefully you do. But there's a big fat yes for you there. Okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. If you're in a place where you're doubting it because you're not seeing results, know that they are coming in. It's just most of it is happening behind the scenes, but things are moving forward. Things are moving in the direction that you want them to. This is the time where you have to go on faith, not necessarily by what you see happening, because there's not much happening in the 3D. You have to go on faith that you have a good idea, that you have a good plan, that your work will pay off, because it will. You got a yes, okay? If you chose number 2, we have another yes. The energy is shifting, Pisces. There's good news coming your way. Opportunity, offer, invitation, flirting, especially in matters of travel, relocation, career. I also get a message of just take a chance, just go for it. Have fun with it, okay? If you chose number 3, we have a maybe. And I feel like what's going to sway it to be either yes or a no is how you perceive things, your perspective with the 4 of Cups, okay? With the 4 of Cups, we can be slightly pessimistic. We can be in that place of why bother, slightly apathetic. And we had the 4 of Cups in our reading today of why bother. It always ends the same, why bother, you know. By doing that, we're kind of fighting ourselves. We're fighting us reaching our own goals. Because we have a moment when we're hopeful, and then when things start to slow down or they're not going exactly to plan, we switch into this mode of, why bother? It always ends the same. I never get anything. Because it's safer for us, because we're telling ourselves it's not going to work. So then if it doesn't work, we're not going to get that hurt. You know, we're not going to get that disappointed. Versus if we hope wholeheartedly and then it doesn't work out, then we're going to get really hurt. Right? So it's a coping mechanism, it's a safety mechanism, okay, this kind of mindset, but it's what's holding you back. So it's just something to consider, Pisces. Stay hopeful, stay optimistic, despite everything. Because Pisces, what you're forgetting is that you're a manifester, okay? And I hear reality will listen to you. If you're hopeful, and I get chills, and you're in this positive, uplifting energy, even if you're saying whatever happens, I'll be okay, you know, but start from there and go all the way to just envision it, how it would be and what it would feel to get what it is that you're wishing for. Because it is in your field, it is trying to come in. But either, I don't know if you're being too restrictive in terms of how it has to come in or who it has to come in from. Because it keeps trying to come in and you keep rejecting it because it doesn't look the way you want it to, or somehow that could be literal or metaphorical, right? So with this is telling you, keep an open mind, be hopeful, but be open, okay? And you're open when you're hopeful. If you're in a place of pessimism and apathy, we can't be open because we're vulnerable if we do that, right? So it's just something to consider, Pisces. We're all human and we all do it. No one likes to get hurt. But in this case, it's holding you back. That's what's holding you back, all right? So take a deep breath. When you find yourself being pessimistic about this, just switch the focus. Just take a deep breath and go, you know what? I'll be fine no matter what happens, but universe, I'm open. This is what I want. And don't be too specific with it because we slow ourselves down that way as well, or block things. This is what I want. I want a healthy relationship, okay? A healthy romantic relationship, a healthy relationship with a friend. I want a healthy job that will cover my needs and then some. I don't know what it is, but don't put too much on it. It has to be with that company. It has to be that person. It has to come in this month. Don't do that, okay? Just leave it open to the universe and it'll come in a lot faster than you think. You just need to keep an open mind and be in that energy of receiving in order to see this when it's being presented to you, okay? So I really hope that helps because it's a tricky situation. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope the reading helps you. Let me know in the comments. Where are you headed? Where is your wish fulfillment? What is the confirmation you're getting? If anything happens to you around 3 o'clock, do let me know because I'm curious because that was quite specific. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm looking forward to your thoughts and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.